Hello friends, my name is Chris Bishop and I'm a student and community member with Mind Tribes. And today I'm going to share with you a Tibetan Buddhist meditation practice called Tonglen. But before we get to the Tonglen practice, I'd like to share a little bit of context with you. In Mahayana Buddhism, there's this idea of bodhisattva. And the way that I understand it is that a bodhisattva is a fully awakened, enlightened being, a Buddha. And in the metaphor of the Buddhist spiritual life, it's someone who has lived through various lifetimes and cycles of suffering, and it's gotten to the place where she or he has learned an approach to living that's not free from pain. Pain will always be a part of the equation for us, but free from suffering over the pain. In Buddhism, the metaphor for heaven is called nirvana. So it says that the bodhisattva makes it to the gates of nirvana, and she is free to pass through for this lifetime, free from suffering. But rather than passing through the gate, she consciously and intentionally turns around and chooses to walk back into the world of suffering to shepherd every other sentient being through first. The vow of the bodhisattva is sentient beings are numberless. I vow to save them. It's an impossible task. She knows it's an impossible task, and yet she turns around and she walks back into that world of suffering regardless. So as you can imagine, in Mahayana, the bodhisattva is thought to be the ultimate symbol of selflessness. So for today's practice, we are going to work with 7 different, what most of us would consider to be difficult or challenging emotional states. So let me give you a couple of disclaimers that you may not need, but these have been triggering for some of my clients in the past. So when I ask you to inhale an emotion, I understand that literally you can only inhale air and you can only inhale it into your lungs. I get that. And when I ask you to exhale an emotion, I do understand that literally you can only exhale carbon dioxide and whatever other waste products in the air. I get that. So this is an intention-based inhale. When I ask you to inhale one emotion and exhale the reciprocal. The second thing that sometimes is triggering for people is I'm giving you my version of the reciprocal states. So if I say, for example, inhale fear, exhale curiosity, you may think, I don't think the curiosity is actually the opposite of fear. That is okay. Exhale whatever you feel like the opposite of fear is. It's the only thing that I'm interested in is the intention. So for these 7 difficult states, I will ask you to inhale them 3 times, and I'll ask you to exhale them 3 times, once for yourself, once for your community, and once for the world. All right, so let me get you set up. So you could do this meditation if you chose standing or walking. You could do it laying down. Most of you, I expect, will be doing it from a seated position. So that's how I'm going to cue it for. So if you are seated on the floor of your home or on your yoga mat, we're going to be here for a while. So you may choose to elevate your hips, lift your hips up so that you don't have that kind of caving in your lower back, right? So you can sit on a yoga bolster, cushions from your sofa, a couple pillows, folded blankets, yoga blocks, anything that's comfortable for you, and then get your hips elevated off the ground. Like me, you could do this in a chair. So if you do this in a chair and it's comfortable, place the soles of your feet down on the earth, stack your knees over your ankles, and then everyone stack your head over your shoulders, over your hips. Draw your chin back toward the wall behind you by about a ½ inch, and then drop it down so it's level with the ground. So visualize enough space between your chin and your throat. You could hold, say, a medium-sized apple, and if you maintain that space, that's about the right alignment. Now, hands. This is what I recommend. You can take your left hand, flat as a pancake, place the fingers of your right hand flat as a pancake, right on top, thumbs join in the middle. They're not pressing into each other. They're resting upon one another, and rest your hands in your lap. Or, if you prefer, place your hands on your thighs or your knees, either palms facing down toward the earth or palms facing up toward the stars. So we're going to take a cleansing breath, and then we're going to open up this meditation practice with 3 ohms. So first, if you haven't done so already, close your eyes down. A cleansing breath. Taking a deep, 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 deep inhale. Hold it at the top. And then open your mouth, audibly sigh it out. And for the next 3 breaths, you can choose to join me for an Om, which means if you can choose not to Om as well, if that doesn't feel okay for you. Inhale. When you chant Om, imagine that you are everywhere. Inhale. Without opening your eyes, shift your gaze up to the point between your eyebrows, your Ajna chakra. Inhale. Come back to a natural breath. And the first emotion that we're going to be working with today is disappointment. So if you've gotten into your head, drop back down into your body. Notice where you feel the disappointment. You don't have to do anything to change it. Just notice it and place your focus and your attention right there. In your next inhale, draw in all the disappointment that you've ever experienced in your entire life. Exhale, acceptance for yourself. Inhale, disappointment of your entire community. Exhale, acceptance for everyone you know. Inhale all the world's disappointment. Exhale acceptance to every sentient being. Take in a deep, deep breath. And then let it all go. The next emotional state is anger. So sometimes just mentioning the name of the emotion, it starts to embody and manifest in my body. If that's the case for you, just notice where you feel it. Inhale all of your anger. Take it all in. Exhale forgiveness for yourself. Inhale the anger of everyone you know. Exhale forgiveness to your community. Inhale the anger of every sentient being. Exhale forgiveness for all the world. Take in a deep breath. And then sigh it all out. Resentment. Notice where, if at all, you feel the resentment in your body. Inhale every bit of resentment you have ever experienced and felt. Exhale, gratitude to yourself. Inhale, the resentment of your entire community. Exhale, gratitude to the whole world. Take in a deep, deep breath. And then let that all go. Doubt. If you've gotten into your head, drop back down into your body. Notice where, if anywhere, you feel doubt right now. And then inhale all of your doubt. Take it all in. Exhale faith for yourself. Inhale the doubt of everyone you know. Exhale faith to your whole community. Inhale the doubt of every sentient being. Exhale faith for the whole world. Fear. Notice in your body, if you feel the fear right now, notice where in your body you feel that. For me, that's a constriction in my belly. Inhale all of your fear, all of the fears that you have, past or present. Take them all in. Exhale curiosity for yourself. Inhale the fear of your entire community. Exhale curiosity to everyone you know. Inhale all the world's fear. There's a lot. Take it all in. Exhale curiosity for every sentient being. Take in a deep, deep breath. And then audibly sigh it out. Guilt. On your next inhale, draw in all of the guilt that you've ever experienced. Exhale innocence to yourself. Inhale the guilt of everyone you know. Exhale innocence to your whole community. Inhale the guilt of every sentient being. Exhale innocence for all the world. Draw in a deep, 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 deep breath. And then let it all go. Shame. Notice where in your body you feel the shame. Some of us carry this around with us everywhere, all the time. So I'm not asking you to change it right now. I'm just asking you to notice where you feel it. Where is the shame embodied in you? Inhale the shame of your entire life. Any shame you've ever felt, just draw it in now. Exhale empathy for yourself. Inhale the shame and the darkness of your entire community. Exhale empathy to everyone you know. Your next inhale, draw in all the world of shame. There's a lot of it. Take it all in. Exhale empathy to every sentient being. Taking a deep, deep breath. And then let it all go. Draw your hands to heart center, thumbs at your sternum. And friends, as we began our practice today, we're going to close with a single communal Om. So first, a cleansing breath, taking a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. And then I'm going to cue for an inhale. And if you like, you can choose to join me for an Om. Inhale. Thank you, sisters and brothers, for allowing me to serve you today. It's always an honor. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And may you know peace. Draw your thumbs up to your Ajna chakra, your third eye center. The spark of the divine in me recognizes, honors, and bows down before the spark of the divine in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, friends. Blessings to you and your families.